Hey there, beautiful Leo seeker. Welcome back to the shift for December. Unless you're intuitively guided at another time, this might speak to you. Okay? These are general readings, so time is fluid. As I was preparing to do your reading, I brought the things to the table and I carried the animal spirit and I carried it like this, kind of like an idiot, and it all fell. And the cards just dropped to the floor and I picked them up and I was like, oh no, it's okay, we're fine. But then I started shuffling them just for the, force of a habit. And two cards literally flew, hopped. They didn't even fall down. They just skipped and fell on the table. And it's as I was preparing to do your reading and thinking of you. So normally I finish with the animal spirit, but now we're going to start because you got the cosmic egg and butterfly. Some sort of transformation, transition, a growth process, a journey has reached its completion or is soon about to, and it's beautiful. It's something very, very positive. It's an expansion of self. You have reached a level of mastery in something in your life or a level of completion in something in your life. It's almost like the sun, the death card, and the world. Okay, for those of you who are Tarochi when it comes to the energy that I'm getting from this. So you know what this is, okay? This could be something that has to do with the work project. It could be with a self, a sense of self, a healing of some sort, a transformation, a realization. This is deep wisdom that transpires within you, Leo. And, this is the caterpillar that already went through the cocooning and now is flying. You're like, a certain journey has reached its peak and it's now time to fly to the next horizon. Okay, and I'm getting a lot of doors are going to open up to you that were maybe closed until now. It's because you weren't ready. The key wasn't the exact shape that was needed to match the lock. Okay, but now you've been molded, shaped into whatever it is that you are now, or soon very much so about to. It's really inspiring and beautiful, and I'm very excited for those of you who resonate with this. Great kickstart for a reading. It might also be triggered or finalized by meeting someone really special that inspires you or just triggers that within you. There's a common theme to the signs right now that are their evolved aspect, with being triggered, with having their soul DNA being triggered into a higher functioning aspect of them. So lovely, okay? Great, now let's go to the cards. I'm going to use the Golden Universal Tarot. They're golden and you're Leo, so gold to gold. Speaking of, I have a oh my god, it slipped my head. I think it slipped by purpose. Let's call it gold. I feel like you found gold, Leo. This is my intuitive kind of channeling right now. You struck gold, or you are that gold, or you struck gold within you. It's like you've been digging for a really long time and you always knew it was there, but you always knew it was inside of you, or you always knew that person exists, or that job opportunity will knock on your door, whatever. You always knew it was there and you were digging and digging through your own mechanisms, through your own triggers, through your own blockages, through your own walls and defenses. You were digging and you found it. 8 of Cups, and that requires leaving something behind. I'm getting also intuitively a sense of a journey from this, because in the mythic tarot, the mythical aspect of the 8 of Cups is when Psyche goes down to the underworld for a mission impossible, basically, speaking of digging, to ask for a beauty product, basically, from Persephone, the queen of the underworld, to bring back to Demeter. To make a long story short, she needed to prove her love to Cupid. So Demeter, Cupid's mother, sent her on an impossible mission that she would probably fail. Right? Too many cards, I'm bringing them back. Too many cards. But she's most likely to fail. And as she went down to the underworld, or as he is, going into the mountains, leaving behind everything he knows, knowing there's a good likelihood he's not going to find anything or won't return. But it's a mission impossible that the soul signed up for. Specifically in the myth, in the Greek mythology, it's a mission to find love. Maybe you've been seeking for that one true person that matches your everything, that you always knew existed, and it was always an almost, and there it is. You've been digging, you've been searching, seeking the impossible, and possibly here it is. Gold. I'm gonna name this reading Gold, and we'll see what else. Because when you go to where no one else dares go, you find things no one else finds. So of course they'll all tell you it's impossible. None of them did it. None of them found it. A lot of cards. Should I take them? 5 cards. Yes. Okay. 8 of Swords, right after the 8 of Cups. Ace of Swords. 4 of Wands, leading straight to the 5 of Wands. And then Queen of Cups. I feel like they're giving me background to this coming narrative. So, I can't help it. I'm sorry, I can't help it, but you know what's coming to me? I can't even say it. Oh my God, I'm such a feminist even when I don't want to. Okay. I'm getting damsel in distress. Now, this same damsel in distress is coming up later on as Queen of Cups, and in the myth of 5 of Wands, the Medea. So not so in distress generally. Actually, a very quite powerful feminine. But something about this, maybe it's circumstantial, maybe it's a temporary perception, she's coming across as the damsel in distress. And I'm getting someone going on a mission impossible to save the damsel in distress. Oh my God, because I have the sword here. It's so heroic and okay, I'm just gonna fly with it. Let's have some fun, Leo. Okay. Yeah, someone here is willing to risk a lot, if not all, to come to the rescue. Oh my God. But to be there for someone, to show themselves fully, to present themselves, I'm here, in totality. It's quite heroic, chivalrous. I'm surprised there's no knights on the table. It's a karmic thing. It's almost like someone is signed up to help someone out in something. I keep saying saving. It feels like, it could be that you're getting assaulted on the street and someone rushes to your rescue. Obviously, it's possible. Something like that. But it could also be just taking an emotional risk. Being like que sera, sera, going all in. Not knowing where it will lead to, just taking that risk. And look what happens. 4 of Wands, 5 of Wands, Queen of Cups. I'm absolutely getting that this Queen of Cups is this 8 of Swords. Alleged not alleged, no one's lying, but like circumstantially damsel in distress, okay? Someone very psychic and intuitive. Why am I saying that? First, Queen of Cups, she's the queen, she's the master of the element of water, which is emotional and psychic and intuitive and flowing, okay? But here, a lot of you might not know, and when it comes to the Greek mythology of the tarot cards, and if you want to know more, check out my tarot masterclass. I have an online tarot masterclass, Bunkai. I've created 90 plus online classes that teaches basically everything about tarot. It's all pre-recorded, so it's like a library. You pick and choose your classes, or you take them all, up to you. Anyway, in the Wand suit, I do speak of Jason and Medea. Medea was cursed with sight that no one would listen to. So she would see what is to be, warn or tell people that she cares about, and they would not believe her. And in this story with Jason. So let's leave the curse and all the not believe kind of stuff aside, and let's connect Medea, the seer, to this Queen of Cups energy. There's something very cosmic and majestic to this reading. Like, as I was prepping, it all just kind of surrounded me, like a sense of being surrounded with like gold and silver. Very royal, very, very fitting to you, Leo. Sun, moon, rising, Venus, intuitively guided. You know the drill, right, guys? And I always need to remind myself that I have new lovely seekers and subscribers. And some of you out there are relatively the beginning of your journey, and that's beautiful and fine. You know, if you're not aware of something that I'm saying, leave a comment. I can't answer necessarily in the comment section, but if I feel like it's important, I'll take note, right? And speak of it in the next videos. So feel free to do so if you feel like I'm saying things that you just don't understand what I'm talking about. Maybe I'll even make a video about it. Okay. Anyway, there's a bewitching energy, a seer energy. Oh, maybe you can connect to the reading of Cancer that I just did, because I named it The Wake of the Seer. So that, and we also have water here, Queen of Cups, so maybe it's relevant. Anyway, what was I saying? Majestic feel, sight, very luring, very magnetizing. Like, you're either being very infatuated by someone like this, or someone feels that way about you, Leo. And I don't think this seer's gifts are unseen. They are seen and valued in this case. 10 of Cups. I think some of you might be finding the one, or feeling this way about someone. Like, I think this could be the one, kind of thing. Now, I spoke in Virgo about something that bothers me in YouTube readings, the clickbait thing, you know, where a caption will tell you, the one and only, you're finding them, and they're going to fall on you as you walk to the grocery store, and immediately drop on one knee and propose to you, and you'll live happily ever after. Like, and then it either doesn't really connect to the reading at all, or it does, but it feels a little bit like forced. I'm not saying everybody does it, but I do feel like some do it to lure people to watch their videos or to like and all that. I get that it's also a business. This is my life mission and also my business, right? And obviously the more subscribers we have and the more comments and likes and the more sales we have, it allows us to do it more often. It allows us to do more of it and to live with dignity, right? But there has to be a fine limit between understanding that this is a life mission, but also a business, as opposed to just treating it like it's only a business. Like when you forget the purpose, and the purpose is healing and expansion and truth. So basically what I'm trying to say is, ever since I talked about it on the Virgo reading, it's like 2 of my readings since were like so beautiful that I was like, okay, in order to be truthful, I need to put a beautiful caption that matches the reading. But then I literally like intentionally not do it as beautiful as it was, just to not sound like a hypocrite in a way. It's kind of ironic. Anyway, we'll see. I'll think about what the caption will be. Bottom line, it won't be a lie to clickbait you, that's for sure. I might give it a proper caption, or a little not as, enticing, just to not feel like I'm clickbaiting you. But this reading isn't over. Maybe it's not going to be as perfect as it looks. 10 of Cups. So you're either introduced or meeting or are enamored by someone who you feel like might be the one, or you're with them and you've recently left something that was long and karmic and draining, and you had to cut through it and leave it, and now you're finding already yourself with a new person. I might be describing a past energy, and now you're proposing to this person. There's so many possibilities when it comes to timing in general readings. So put yourself on that scale wherever you feel. Anyway, sorry, I'm ranting. Let's show me more for Leo, please, for December. There's intimacy here and facing adversity together, like feeling like you found your person to, what do they call it? Your partner in crime, your partner in magic. What else can I tell my beautiful Leos? King of Pentacles, 2 of Swords. This is Capricorn energy. This is Moon in Libra, possibly. Yeah. This is a masculine observing a feminine, and she doesn't know. She has no clue. Someone feels like that about her. She's like in her damsel in distress mode. Girl, you okay? What's going on? Look, someone is here like being totally up your alley. Sorry. But like, where are you? Are you okay? You're okay. She's okay. I feel like it's intense focus. I feel like this feminine is just really focused. Either on her vision, craft, sight, creativity, work, self. It's just, she's so focused on inside, like, like her eyes are blindfolded. She's only looking within. And this King of Pentacles is like looking at her. And she's like, cup of cosmos. What do you have to tell me of the world? And he's like, can you see me? This is so cute. Oh my God. Leo, please comment. If you're that lady seer that has no clue someone is like admiring her in quite a beautiful way, I must say. Or if you're like the masculine. Masculine and feminine could be in either male body or woman's body. So put yourself wherever you need to put yourself. Okay, love? Or if you're the masculine who's like, how do I climb to the tower and save this damsel in distress? She's actually like sitting in the tower, talking to the dragon. He's not. She's talking. They're having conversations about life and the future. Like, it's just an interpretation of her being in distress. But it comes from a sweet place, guys. I don't feel like a chauvinistic, forced hero that doesn't really see the alleged damsel. He only sees his ego and like how he can feel great about himself by doing something, and she's just like you know, something he uses to feel great. You know, like, no, this feels authentic. He sees her as such from a place that is like romantic and sweet. Maybe I'll call it Conversations with a Dragon. I don't know. Hold on. Three of Cups. The plot gets thicker. Plot thickens. Yeah, we need some drama here, so you guys won't think I'm fluffing you. But you know, sometimes life is magic. Three of Cups shows me that first of all, it makes sense. Like 3 of Cups, 10 of Cups. It's the holiday season, family events, social gatherings, a lot of socializing. But it's also one in the crowd. I'm getting like one that stands out in the crowd. Who is standing out in the crowd for you, Leo? Or totally could be you. I mean, you're Leo, right? You can be standing out in the crowd and someone is seeing you. Now, if you're in the beauty, art field, all that, you might be seen by a professional that just sees your talent and beauty, right? This could be professional in the fields of the arts. But it can also be very, very, very romantic. Go from, for the lady seers out there that I'm tapping into, go from the 2 of Swords to the 3 of Cups. Open your eyes, communicate with people, socialize. I know you're in your, I can relate to that. You're in your, it's not the time to hermit though. I feel like you've done the hermiting. You've been in the cocoon, but now you're out. Gorgeous, may I say. It's time to take a breather and celebrate your accomplishments and your knowledge and whatever it is that you've been, you know, watering and investing in. I want to show you this reading because it's so pretty. And I will dive deeper to the narrative of you and your person, whether be this interesting thing happening here or, well, it's probably, no, it's going to be that. What am I talking about? I'm going to dive into that when it comes to you and this person using a Celtic cross. I'm sorry, not a Celtic cross. What's going on with me? Next month I'm moving into Celtic crosses, but now with a double pentagram, which sees into you and the other person. So I'll do that on Vimeo and the extended, and I'll also do a rune reading. These are the Celtic runes that I did. You want to see? I always just show you guys in the general readings like the sack, but not. It's for an example. These are runes. Okay, I actually carved them and painted them, so, and I actually also sewed this sack of runes. Shadow, whatever. So, go out there. express your energy, because you're very magnetic now, and it will generate a lot of supportive, good energy that will benefit you in this coming month and further down the line with whatever it is that you're becoming. Show me more for Leo for December, please. What else can you tell me about this reading for Leo? Justice. Okay. One more. Oh my God. This is getting... So speaking of Seer and truth, the 11/11 theme is coming up. I'm not big on talking about twin flames, not because I don't believe in this type of connection, but because I believe it got so misconstrued by people who are suffering from unrequited love, and that notion of the twin flame journey is used to basically stay stuck. So I don't do anything that helps my seekers stay stuck. So when I feel like the energy shifts, the scales shift enough to a place of people can truly understand the difference, maybe I'll talk about it again. I might not use the specific term twin flame, but this whole, the cosmic love that is here for a purpose, that I generally do believe in. But just so you guys know, in case you were wondering, that's why I don't do that. But the 11/11 of soul equilibrium between the matter and the spirit, and between soulmates, is very dominant here. I have here the High Priestess, which is number 2, but in Roman letters it's like 2 lines that can also be 11, and there's also the a linear equilibrium in the poles, and it could represent the Temple of Solomon. Here you have Boaz and Joachim. So the 11 is dominant here. Justice card is the number 11. Now, I know a lot of readers sees the Queen of Cups as Cancer, but it's cardinal, it's fixed water. The feminine energy is fixed. Scorpio. Scorpio is November, it's 11, right? And we have here the modern interpretation for the Four of Wands, 11/11, because of the two poles on each side, 2 wands on each side. So 11. This is kind of 11. I'll take it because of the 2. I'll take it. But what I'm trying to say here is okay, some of you, hopefully most of you, but you tell me, have done such an exquisite work, and now it's finally felt. And it's been a slow process, a slow cooking stew. But as you tap into a very true high potential version of yourself, Leo, you find yourself on your true path, right? And when you walk your true path, you find your true partners in crime, or energetic match that is pure and less karmic. It's more clean connection oriented, as opposed to, okay, we're connected to each other like the 8s and the 8s, right? As opposed to being connected to one another from a place of sorting psychological damage from childhood, or, filling up voids and gaps within the psyche and within the heart. It's more like a process of healing. Those are very important connections and very valuable, and they're not to be dismissed. But when you do so much work and you reach a certain level of cleansing, and your spirit finally can do the work that it can do without being burdened by all these karmic baggage, the only thing that can possibly match you, most especially romantically and generally in your environment, is individuals that are at a similar stage. So as you found yourself in this place, you are now open to find someone that is also in this place. So the connection becomes more clear, more clean, more flowing, and true. And true. Now, this is not the end of your journey, Leo. This is the beginning. Some of you out there have finished up major cycles of karma and are now open to discover the true secrets of the cosmos. When the student is ready, the teacher arrives. So whoever seer or person this is that you either met or are about to meet, is going to teach you a lot. And of course it's mutual. It's mutual teachings, right? This is Persephone, the goddess of the underworld, but this is Maat, the Egyptian, the Greek goddess of the underworld, but this is, Maat, the Egyptian goddess that weighs the balance between your heart and a feather to see if your heart is lighter or heavier, and she determines if you're going through the portals of heaven or back to reincarnation cycles. I mean, both equally powerful and truthful. But I'm speaking to you from your perspective, right? If it's not romantic, this might be an organization or a school or a workplace of some sort where you're encountering someone that is going to become very influential in your life, that is going to teach you a lot, like a mentor or a guide. I have the chills from this reading, honestly. Now, another thing that is coming up, because I have a lot of people watching me and I need to say everything, this was the most spiritual, high-frequency aspect of this reading. There's another aspect here. I will say this. There is someone that feels everything I just said, but they are already in a committed relationship, possibly marriage. And this creates a third-party situation where they are a little bit baffled at first of what to do, but very quickly they make a decision to leave the person they were with to pursue this other person. And also there's the possibility that this is not a new person, but someone that has been in their life for a long time, but they were in a karmic cycle that didn't allow them to become aware of how they feel or what they think of this person. But recently or soon they're about to finish up the cycle or have the lesson learned and, and get aligned with it, which will open up their eyes and inevitably will trigger a process of cutting out what is done, right? And if we want to go lower in frequencies, I'm sorry, I don't want to do that, but we have to address, none of you is bad when I say low frequency. I just mean like the condensed physical hormonal experience of this life, okay? That isn't like pure lala spirituality, which is also spiritual. In order to become spiritual. We need to be material. E equals mc squared, right? Energy equals mass. The only difference between the two is speed of light times the speed of light. It's just a matter of how we move within it. So for me to help you reach that level of, okay, you are now experiencing yourself as energy as opposed to mass. Analogy, right? I need to guide you through the matter, through the mass of this life experience of us, of ours. That includes situations like this. That's the journey. Nothing wrong with it. We all go through it. There's no shade. So when I say low frequency, I'm not shaming or shading anyone. We all, fluctuate on those levels of frequency, high, lows, and in between. That's just the experience here of duality. So some of you have went through a lot of that, and now you're somewhere in a very pure, high place. But that doesn't mean you're going to stay there forever. You'll have situations. It's okay. But now that you've reached that, you know how to go back to it. And some of us are still in that part of the journey where we haven't quite yet reached that level of what I just described so far. We're somewhere along the lines. But that means that we're getting there. It means that you're getting to this through possibilities that I've just described. Does that make sense? Just in case for your numerology buffs, 2 8s, 2 2s, King, Queen, and major arcanas. The Capricorn Cancer axis is coming up. The home versus the society in some way. There's also something that is coming up is a secret, some sort of secret, not something that is dangerous to be this when it's discovered or exposed, but you're discovering something, Leo. There's something about either your childhood or your home environment, or about a feminine in your life, or about your parental figures, or all of the above, right? That you discover. It kind of just comes to you somehow, and it explains a lot. It explains a lot to you, and it also opens you up to psychologically be freed of it, because although your conscious wasn't aware, your subconscious knew or remembered, and it was sitting there like a brick. So when that knowledge comes to your conscious, whether it be by someone, or you're reading something, or discovering something, or overhearing something, whatever, when that knowledge comes to you, then it moves away from being a brick in your subconscious to just being dissolved, and it makes room for other things. It no longer sits on you and holds you back in ways that you weren't necessarily aware of. Okay? So guys, this was a beautiful reading. I'm going to continue this right now, link below, to lead you to Vimeo. Thank you so much for being here. Subscribe, press the bell button right next to it to get a notification if you enjoyed this shift. And let's see, oh, there's merch. I have new merchandise. This is so exciting, and this is the holiday season for the launch and the holidays, and also December marks the Existential Shift's birthday. So for all of that, I did a discount code, a promo code for 10%. So the code is written in the description box. So check that out. You also have a link to Tarot Masterclass over there, a link to booking a private reading with me in case you're into that. You can be anywhere in the world, by the way. As long as you have PayPal, we can talk. PayPal is a pal. That's it. Check out my Instagram. Join me on Instagram. So Instagram, Vimeo. Yeah, I think we're good. Oh, Quick FYI, if you go to Vimeo and discover my 2019 Ministers of Magic, which was a yearly prediction that I did for each zodiac, like for every month of the year, that really succeeded and went really well, and people, you guys loved it, and thank you for every single one of you who purchased it. Keep in mind that I'm going to release it soon to the public, on YouTube for free. For the last month of the year of 2019, to allow you to look back at the entire year and make the connections, and possibly simply for your entertainment as well. So every single one of you that have enjoyed this through the entire year, thank you so much. I super appreciate it. And now just for the last month, I'm releasing it because it's my business, but that's number two. First of all, it's my spiritual mission. So I really appreciate your support of my channel, and now just for the end, I'm releasing it. So if you want to purchase it, only purchase it for the sake of supporting the channel, but you don't really have to at this time, because I will release it really soon. Okay? Okay, guys. That's it. That's it. I'll see you. I'll see you in 2020. Oh my God.